How's it going? I want to give a testimony here. I've been in some pretty intense prayer, and uh, it's like I have to say God answers my prayers, and it's strange. It's weird. Let me try to get this all make this come out right. But a year or two ago, I was out in the woods and I was training. I was all alone. Uh, and I was doing my thing, man. I had my machete and I had this stick from the fire. It was like a half burnt shovel handle. And I was out there doing, some two handed swords training in between and in and out of the trees. And I'm just sitting there and, I set up my camera, I'm recording, and, I'm oblivious kind of what's going on. And I'm just doing my thing. And at the end of the video, I walk to the camera to turn it off, but I'm surrounded by all these birds. And they're like crows or ravens or something, dude. Like there was a whole bunch of them. And it was almost like they were, uh, it's almost felt like it sounded like when someone claps at the end of an audience. And I got it on video, so this isn't schizophrenia, this isn't delusion, this isn't illusion, and nothing like this has ever happened to me before. But it was crazy, and all I could think of was to lift up my voice and thank God for letting me be so lucky to witness such a thing. And today I had this in my mind, man. I I seen it said it was raise up thy voice like a trumpet, and I didn't know what where this I didn't know which part of the Bible it was, man, and it came up. It comes up this right here, dude, which is crazy, and this is what I was praying about. Um, and I've recently just uh realized some things, and it's like we gotta well, it's right here. This is what we gotta do. It says, shout it aloud, do not hold back. Raise up your voice like a trumpet. Declare to my people their rebellion, and to the descendants of Jacob their sins. And it's confirmation because I made a video about this a few days ago, or at least yesterday, and this came to me, and it was like, I was asking God, like, what am I missing, man? What am I not seeing? Just uh, it's almost like something was stuck. It's almost like that game where you keep putting quarters in the machine, and there's a whole bunch of quarters waiting to fall, but you just got to get the right quarter in the right spot, and they just fall. It felt like I was just hung up, and and dude, this came up, and who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel. Uh, but Jacob is also he's before Israel. Who was Jacob? Jacob was known as the swindler. You know what I mean? So like God has a sense of humor. The fact that all of us, all of Israel, all of Jacob, have been swindled out of all of our stuff, just like our Father got it in the beginning. Uh, and what's funny about it, it's like Joseph when his brothers uh, gave him into slavery. It's like in a way they sent him out before them, and he was already in Egypt when they got there. And it was an evil deed, but yet uh, it worked out for the benefit. And just like this over here, it's like us, the Indians, man, we were sent here. And it was in a manner almost like Joseph was, like we're already here. And they send over Judah, man. And it's like the family was already here, man, just waiting. And the rest of us got brought and reunited in chains, man. It's just strange uh, how crazy that is. That and it's the promises of God, man. That the promise what goes both ways. That if our fathers did wrong, exactly what happened to us did, and it did. But there's a flip side. God also promises us if we do, as it just said there, and turn to Him with our hearts fully, it's like He will restore us and forgive us. So it's like, yeah, the Bible's a bummer, man. Sometimes, some parts, some getting through certain parts of it because it's heavy reality check. But it truly, there is it's dark in the beginning, but in the end, it's going to be beautiful. If you just decide for yourself to, there's common salvation, but then there's also earnestly contending for the faith that was once delivered to the saints. So, and if you earnestly contend, God will reward you with the things you seek. I mean, and it's just like, look, in my life, never fails, and it's like this. If you look at my life, and look how, I there's no way I could lie to you and say I'm not a sinner. You know what I'm saying? But yet, it's like God still hasn't abandoned, and that's just proof of the promise as well.